Hi, I'm Ann Griffin, and I'm a product leader and a product coach. And I've been talking about how I use AI to free up my time to focus on the highest leverage things that make the product successful. And so I've been talking about everything from using rapid prototyping, using AI prototyping tools from Replit to V0. I'm going to talk about that more probably later in the month of January. And also, I'm going to be talking about even things like how do we take things that are tedious and not high leverage, like writing tickets, using AI to be able to automate those things. But today I'm going to be talking about something I did over the Christmas New Year's break, which is actually create my own AI board of advisors. And here I actually used Claude Projects to create these advisors. And so um, I'll go into my writing one, which I'm still expanding. But basically, for each of these advisors, I created a Claude project because in these projects, I can include a prompt that is going to be present. So every single chat I create within this project actually is going to follow this prompt where I'm explaining to the AI that it's a seasoned editor specializing in high quality tech blogs the focus on specific type of content, a product leader. I've uploaded a few samples of my writing because I really wanted to continue to sound like me even after I edit it. So here you can actually see I earlier asked for help editing this recent post, which is actually the one that I'm recording this video for now about creating this AI powered advisory board and how I created a financial advisor, a business marketing advisor, a product sense practice companion, and performance coach. So you can see this one. This one doesn't have much of a personality, I'll say. It says, I'll help you edit your article, preserving your authentic voice. It's done some tweaks. I haven't really checked in on this yet, but it actually looks pretty true to what I included in the original article. But going back to my projects, you can see I have one for Product Sense. This is so that I can have time practicing Product Sense. I can also practice with other humans, also because AI doesn't get everything right. But I, gave it a baseline of the key things that I've learned from Shreyas Doshi and others, what make up Product Sense, and in terms of even like what are the best places to learn about strategy, these sort of things, so that when I'm trying to say, hey, does Delta Airlines really have differentiation? And I kind of go through with my response, having it be able to give me feedback as well. And even a financial advisor, I don't just take advice directly from this. I actually had specific ideas of areas I already wanted to invest in, got some early feedback and ideas. And one of the things that was really interesting is that it gave me some really interesting ideas of general areas that built on top of some of the areas I was already thinking about investing in. But almost all of the ETFs and things that it recommended were things where when I did my own research, I was like, oh, that ETF doesn't look like it's aligned with my investment strategy. So it at least gave me a starting point of here. Here are some other areas I should consider investing in. And then I actually did my own research to actually find the ETFs that were aligned with my own investment strategy. And I also created like a business and goals coach because also as a coach, I'm really interested, especially in thinking about how do I grow my business, especially thinking about partnerships and authentic marketing. And so there's things here where you're going to see here it says you are Beyonce Knowles. And some of this is also really her marketing and partnerships team, because if you don't know already, she is really, really great at partnerships. And so, like I said, I started this between Christmas and New Year's. And part of that was watching actually her in the Beyonce Bowl and seeing how much of that was basically an integrated marketing play. And so I'm going to be creating some more of these advisors. Not all my projects in here are advisors, but as you can see, there's different ones here where I have, different personas. In this one, I said that I wanted Beyonce's financial planner. And then I also have, I believe, Warren Buffett as a persona in here. So these personas actually bounce off of each other. And my other advisors, they bounce off of each other. And the reason why I did this is I think it would be really hard to create a prompt that is really good at giving me feedback on all my plans and all my ideas. So when I have specific things I want advice on, I know I can go to a specific advisor. Not everything I do I'd want Warren Buffett's opinion on, and not everything I do I would want Beyonce's marketing team's opinion on. So if you want to do this yourself, you can go to create a project. You can name what you're working on, what you're trying to achieve. And when you create the project, it'll actually give you a space to add that prompt that I showed you for that type of advisor. So this is really great. And also for those people who really benefit from body doubling, I found this as a virtual way of doing that as well, because as I was going through my plans, it was nice because every time I had a thought and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about adding this onto the plan and thinking about XYZ, can you give me feedback? It was kind of nice having that response right there. And it kind of kept me planning longer on some of these things. And the other lovely thing about Claude is that you can actually upload screenshots of notes that you've taken. So I actually have a Remarkable. So I was able to actually upload screenshots of the notes I took on my Remarkable. If you're not familiar, Remarkable is a digital notebook. So this is something where I've really enjoyed working with having these prompts and these different projects and basically treating them like people to help me get further between my own coaching sessions. And last thing I'll add, though I've said it a little bit before, really this is not about these personas creating the plans for you. It's about feedback. And I mentioned in the financial planning one, it gave me suggestions of ETFs that really weren't the best for me. And that's fine because it got me further because it was able to give me some ideas of general areas that are aligned with what I want to do, even if it's the specific ETFs weren't a good fit. And there was also something that I worked on with my product coach that I had the AI edit. And then next time I saw my product coach, she gave me feedback and said, hey, this part feels a little aggressive. So it's always really important to keep in mind your own taste and creativity matter a lot as an input, because garbage in, garbage out. But then also it's still important to get people who know what they're doing to also give you input. It's just really a great way to get further along between talking to your coaches, mentors, and friends who are pretty savvy in a specific area. So hope this was really helpful. And if you, last thing I'll mention, Claude Projects is only for paid subscribers. So get a paid version if you want to do something like this. And lastly, I'll mention my course, Jumpstart Your AI Career, is back on February 24th on O'Reilly. So I'm super excited to see you there. And either end of this week or early next week, we're going to be talking about using AI to write Jira tickets, whether that's for new features or bugs. So I'll see you then. Thank you. Have a great one and stay curious.